Hey everybody, it's Lyn from Lyn's Crafts. I've just got an update on my art journal. I've been doing a little bit of work in my art journal because it's still almost 100 degrees here and way too hot in my studio. So I had this one started and just needed to do the face. So she has a little butterfly on her hat. I think I stamped the Paris maybe, since I started the page. Alright, and then going backwards I realize this one is just acrylic painting with some rubber stamping of the bats, and I believe that stamp is a Oriental Trading Company stamp. It just says Boo Moon. Alright, just a note, if you ever see a sky this color, you probably should run for shelter. It's not a good thing. Alright, and then this one I did, I was watching a painting class from Cinnamon Cooney, and she did this bohemian tree with these beautiful circles of color everywhere around, and she suggested maybe doing one with leaves, and so I had to try it. It just says fall. And I like it. I like the way it turned out. Alright, and then I love this bee. I love this bee girl. It's got a stencil in the background that's Americana stencil, and I have no idea what the name of it is. Luckily I still have it where I can look at it. I think it's Honey Wire. Isn't that a cute name? Honey Wire. And so I just did some texture paste and then painted it with acrylic paint. And she's called Honeybee. And then this one, I love her. Awaken Your Dreams. And she's supposed to be the Bride of Frankenstein. Still on the table. Isn't she cute? She's glitter in her hair. Alright. I know. How cute. I love this one. One of my husband's favorite movies of all time. It's got a stamp in the background that's actually a Cool Tools stamp for clay. And I just inked it up and stamped it about. And I'm really not sure what the name of the stamp is. It reminds me of Raindrops. It just says we're gonna need a bigger boat. Alright, and then Voodoo Dolls Need Love too. Isn't he cute? Just love him. Alright, and then I believe that was it. I did the inside cover, just a watermelon. It says Perfect Summer. Sorry, I realize that's probably not in frame, but I did texture, crackle. I did some crackle on the background before I painted the watermelon. So you can see the turquoise is all crackled. Alright, now I can go this way. And this is the one that I did on video. You're a fox. And Day of the Dead. Dia de los Muertos. Alright, hopefully you can see this. I did this page with, I gessoed the page first, and then I sprayed it with Lindy Stamp Gang sprays. And that is the only paint on the page. Is all Lindy Stamp Gang products. Which is Purple Teal, the Freaky Frankenlime. I believe this is the Hogwarts Orange, the Hagwarts Orange. And that's all I did to this page. The orange is all from the sprays where the texture paste soaked up the color more than the background, which I gessoed. So I really like the look of it. Alright. I know, gorgeous, right? I just love her. She turned out so pretty. And I probably should have toned the background down, but I couldn't do it. I just loved it the way it looked. And so she doesn't have any quotes or anything on. I didn't want anything to take away from the face itself. And same thing on this one for some reason. I just couldn't bring myself to write on the page or add a quote to the page. It's got some dragonflies that I embossed with the Ranger gold line, and I believe it's the tarnished gold. And this also is a stencil, and this one is Americana Branching Out is the name of it. And I actually laid the stencil down and then just used my pencil to trace around it and then painted the tree black, because the stencil is actually the reverse. So if I would have used texture paste, I would have texture pasted the background, and that wasn't what I wanted. So I really like the way it turned out. I just used the acrylic paint to paint a background, a gradient background, and then just did the tree, and then stamped the dragonflies, and then of course did some splatter. Okay, I'm a huge Doctor Who fan. Little secret knowledge there not many people know about me. I've been watching Doctor Who since the 70s, and I absolutely love it. So this one I also used a stencil, and it is I can't read it upside down. Segmented Swirls by Americana. And so I just did the background, and then I also sprayed it with the Lindy Stamp Gang spray in the Tainted Love Teal. I'm sorry, I painted the background first. A dark midnight blue. And I don't know what color it was. And I already put it away. So then I did the stencil with the texture paste, and then I sprayed it with the Tainted Love Teal. Oh my goodness. This is supposed to be River Song's book, or Spoiler's book, and it will eventually have a tag inside. Alright. And there is the TARDIS. I love it. Alright. So, there's my Doctor Who tribute. Love it! And then that was it. The rest is just what I've started on. I've got a couple of butterfly cutout pages. And then this is what I've started on. Alright. Gotta end it on that. Alright. I shall holler at y'all later. The Doctor is in. I'm gonna make the tag, and I'm gonna do it like a miniature TARDIS, and it's gonna say on one side, it's bigger on the it's bigger on the inside, and on the other side, I had it in my mind it was gonna say something else, and it totally just went out the window. So sorry about that. All right, I shall holler at y'all later. Bye now.